Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at messages from your past loved ones. Now, this video has been requested time and again, but for some reason I just keep putting it off, I think one of the reasons is because, while doing this video, I get really emotional because for me, I feel those messages when I convey it to them, and number of times I have to pause and start again. And it's just something that is so heavy and sometimes bring pain even in situations where there have been healing. So which is why I, delay this as much as possible. But today I was just guided to do this video and here I am with the messages. I hope these messages leave you with peace, with a little bit of love from their end, and just overall, I just hope you get what you need with whatever intention you've come here. That is my sincere desire for you. And before we start, I just want to say a prayer for each and every soul that has passed on, and may they receive the highest kind of love from God and forgiveness in the afterlife. And having said that, you have 3 piles in front of you. Be sure to pick one that really speaks to you, and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages from your past loved ones. Now, pile 1, the message essentially for you is you were always their favorite. You were their favorite person in the world, even if they never told you about it. It's like, they used to just sit across the room, even sometimes from you, and just admire you as a person, because maybe there was something about you that stood out when it comes to, all of their other relatives, their kids, their grandkids. But they could not help but admire you for being so different, because they saw you as different, as unique, and you were almost without a care for the world, and that is something they really, really loved about you. Yeah, and I feel like, they never told you enough that they loved you. But if there is one message that they want to leave for you, is that you were very, very deeply loved. Very, very deeply loved. Never ever forget that in your life, is what they are trying to tell you. Pile 1, they're also asking for your forgiveness. Like forgiveness for the things that they will miss in your life, forgiveness for the things that they never really said, and just overall forgiveness. I feel like they want to tell you that, just focus on the happier memories that we created. All the happy memories of me that you have, hold on to that. And let that be my legacy for you. And they are in fact telling you that sometimes you struggle with conveying your emotions too. Don't repeat the mistake that they have done. When you feel like expressing to somebody that you love them, express your love. That is one message that you're leaving you with. Your loved ones are telling you that they will always communicate with you. They're always going to be a part of your life. They're going to be around you all the time, even if you cannot see them. And they'll give you signs through nature, in the moving of plants, in the breeze that comes your way sometimes, and in the beauty of every flower. They are going to be there witnessing with you. They in fact want you to sort of plant a tree in their honor. Now this can be a very specific message, but if you need to honor them in any way, plant a tree, and they'll talk to you through it in a way, But they want you to honor them. They want you to remember them by doing something for them, is what is coming through for you. Yes, like I was getting at the very beginning, they wish they told you that they loved you. They felt it in their heart, deep in their heart, but something about you was so different that they just could not. They just sat there thinking about you and were like, I love this kid. You know, this kid is brave, this kid is strong, and so very different. But they wish they conveyed it to you. And they wish they did more things for you. Like through actions, they wish they would have told you that they loved you. So today, you could hold that in your heart forever and always. They're asking for your forgiveness. Lot of things went unsaid between you guys, okay? That is something you need to remember always. And forgive them, please, because you know what happens is sometimes the things we see in life are unclear, but in the afterlife, things become crystal clear. And because of the greater amount of understanding that they've come towards now, they're seeking your forgiveness and they hope and pray that you can love them and remember them as somebody who you loved a lot because they knew you loved them. They always knew. It's the way you looked at them, it's the way you did things for them. They knew. And you know, sometimes it's like you doubt if they are with you or you know, if they even care to be around you. They're telling you they really, really care about you. And you know, it's not like they are only in one place. A soul is, you know, there's no such thing as like place for them, you know, it's all one dimension. So they can be in several places at the same time. And I feel like, you know, the moment they passed, they visited you. They visited you the moment they passed. And although they were with family, all the family together, but they were with you too, is the message that is coming forth. Some of these messages can be very, very specific, but if you were not able to witness their passing, especially, they visited you. So don't make yourself really feel guilty about certain things or anything. Just leave that. Just know that you were loved, because in the end, that is all that matters. And also, you know, they can see your tears, they saw your tears, and they were there with you when you cried for them. Yeah, they witnessed all the heavy emotions in your heart. All of them. And they're very grateful for it too. They're grateful that, you know, somebody could love them so much. In spite of not getting as many vocal signs from them. They're really thanking you for it. They're also telling you that they are with the rest of your family. So when they passed away, they met the people that they considered family. Now this could be their parents, this could be their brother, their sister, but they are with family. They are safe and they are happy to be united with them. So, you know, we generally worry, you know, what happens to the soul when they pass away? Are they alone? What happens to them? We are usually at our time of passing met by loved ones, you know. So it's like a meeting once again, a reunion once again. So for us, it can be painful, and for the soul as well, to a particular degree, it is painful. But after that, they meet their loved ones from whom they have been parted for a very long time. So for them, it is a sad occasion, but it is a happy occasion as well. So don't worry, they are with family and they are happy and at peace wherever they are. You were a gift to them. Your presence was a gift to them. And do not ever consider yourself less worthy. Or do not ever consider that they loved others more than they loved you. They loved you very, very, very much. And you were a gift given to them. And one message that I get here is, this can be very specific, okay? You remind them of their brother. Okay, like probably you were very similar to their brother. Now for a couple of you, this is like a grandfather energy. So maybe your personality was very similar to them, your habits were very similar to them, but you reminded them of their brother. And which is why, you know, they considered you so special. That's what's coming through. And once again, they're telling you that they were met by many, many loving people. And this just doesn't involve your past loved ones or your family in the other end. This also involves a pet, okay? Probably they owned a pet when they were younger, or maybe you had a family pet, but they were greeted by a pet as well. Again, can be a very, very specific message, but that is coming through as well. And they are happy, they are at peace, and they want you to be at peace as well. They want you to carry forward with the rest of your life, move on. And for a couple of you, I'm getting a very, very strong message of they want you to have a family of your own. They want you to have children. Okay, now this is a very specific message, so whoever finds it, it is for them. And they'll be looking after you. Yeah? And they are telling me here that they have a very special bond with your kids or your kids in the future. But there is a very, very specific reference to your children. Yeah, so if there is your child or your future child, of course, who seems to have a special connection or who just is more receptive to these kind of energies, they will be able to feel this past loved one, is the message that is coming through for you. And once again, they're telling you that they are very, very, very proud of you. They're telling you that in my life, I could not tell you about this enough. And I feel really bad about it now. That continues to be a greater regret in my life that I could not say to you on your face how proud I am of you. Which is why I take this opportunity to tell you this today. Never ever feel like they were not proud of you. You have always been a source of pride and joy because you are so different, because you're so brave, and you choose to live by your own terms and by nobody else's terms, is what is coming through. Now, I am going to be pulling out a couple of more cards just to see if there are any specific messages. Yeah, they're assuring you that wherever they are, it is a beautiful place. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about my soul. I am at peace. I am happy. I am where I'm supposed to be. Just know they are at peace. And one more thing, if there is somebody out there wondering if their passing was peaceful, it was very peaceful. Right? It's almost like 1 minute they were here and next minute they were gone. You know? Their passing was peaceful no matter what you think about it. Don't worry so much, is what they are trying to tell you. Once again, they want you to take your thoughts away from their passing, okay? Or they want you to stop thinking about them like probably a couple of days before they passed or before they passed, you know? They want you to not remember them like that. They want you to remember them by the happy memories you had. Yeah, that's something you need to understand. Yes, I am healthy and happy. So I believe this person, specific person, maybe before their passing, they were probably ill for quite some time. Now, for some, this could involve like multiple visits to the hospital or, you know, a lot of care at home. But they are healthy and happy now. Like, you know, when we pass, our soul is almost like they make a full recovery. So they're happy and healthy. Don't worry about them. They're okay. They're doing fine. And they see all of your thoughts, okay? And especially thoughts that had you worrying, especially thoughts about you where you were constantly thinking about them, thinking about their life, thinking about their legacy. They saw all of it. And they're thankful to you, you know, for thinking about them with so much love, so much affection, and so much awe is what I'm getting when it comes to a few of you. They're really, really grateful that you think about them. And more. And you are always going to be connected. You're always, always going to be connected because no matter what, you are family. And families belong together. And they will meet you in the afterlife. They will be there to greet you when the time comes. They want you to have a good life, they want you to have a happy life, and they want you to know that their blessings are with you. Even if they could not give them to you so much in person, especially around the time that they were passing. Those are the messages that this particular past loved one wants to leave with you. And I just have to say this, there is a lot of regret towards feelings not really, said out loud, or feelings that they held inside and never really said it out loud. Yeah? Just know that now they'll send you signs through nature, because that is the best that they can do. I'm going to leave you here. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that are coming forth from your past loved ones. Your past loved ones are telling you that they are with you. And especially this is a past loved one for a couple of you who may have passed away when they were slightly younger. Like probably they could have had like a life ahead of them, but it was cut short in a way. That is the kind of sense that I'm getting here. Almost like, they were there and everything was good, and then, they were gone. That is the sense that I'm getting here. But their connection with you is very strong, okay? Especially with you is very strong, because there is a possibility you may have that sense to sense their spirit, or maybe they send signs to you and you are probably the only one who sort of takes a look at them and tries to interpret it. And especially I get a reference of like a water body, especially a water body. So maybe there is a favorite spot of theirs, some water body. This could be like a beach or an ocean or something like that, where you visited frequently, or this was a place that they really loved. That is there you'll find them the most. That is where your connection with them is like the most powerful. That is what I'm getting here. But they're telling you it is not about how long I lived, but about how much love you gave me in the time period that I was with you. And you clearly loved me a lot, is what they're telling you. And you keep loving them. And that is what they are really, really, really so happy about. That's a message they want you to have. And they're also telling you that you don't have to feel guilty about anything. Probably not being around them when they passed away, or not spending enough time with them, or sometimes, not taking time to just tell them how much you love them. It so happens that once our loved ones have passed away, we are like, I wish I could have said that to them. I wish I would have had more time. I would have done things differently. Don't feel that. There's nothing to feel guilty about. They know you love them. That's all they need to know, and that's all you need to know. Let go of any guilt around their passing. And they seem to be on your mind quite a lot. Because when it comes to our past loved ones, they tend to have like a more clear vision of our thoughts than even sometimes we do. And they can see how much you almost have like a wishful thinking. It's like, oh, I wish they were here to see this. I wish they were here so I could tell them this. I wish they were here so that they could experience this. That I wish of yours, they see all of that. And they're telling you, what makes you think I am not there? I am there. I give you signs that I'm there. So don't think about me as what if. I am with you. Just know that. And the soul, the one who passed away, was a very, very gentle soul, okay? Very gentle, very loving, and almost has like, this childlike energy to them. Very enthusiastic, and this can be a child in some cases. That's coming through as well. Now, especially the animals around you may sense their presence as well. So, especially if you have a pet, just stay tuned to how that pet behaves in certain situation, because they get a sense of this past loved one, because of course, like I said, they give signs all the time. Yeah. And of course, for a couple of you, this is actually a pet as well, okay? A pet, this can be a family pet or just a pet that you personally owned, one that has passed away. But there is a reference for a pet here, absolutely, that's there. Again, your pet may have had a very gentle energy, but I sense both, okay? This is like a past loved one in the human form that a pet can sense, and the second is a passed away pet energy. Both are there. Once again, when it comes to reading, you have multiple souls coming through at once, so it becomes difficult to then pinpoint things. Yes, like I was telling you, this can be a child who passed away young. A child who passed away young. And also, if there is a child in your family who's very psychic, who's very intuitive, they sort of are in touch with that child. And they are going to be around this child when this child grows up. Like, I feel like this past loved one of yours has become a spirit guide for the new child that is around or is going to be born soon, is what is coming through. Now, of course, this can be specific messages to specific people because there are thousands of you watching. Yeah. So, but there is a child energy. Once again, they're telling you, they are not dead. They're absolutely not dead. They are with you all the time. They see everything that is happening in your life. They see you especially where you live. For a couple of you, if you've moved your residence, they are with you. Okay? So it's not like, okay, you've moved and they are in a specific place. They're not. Wherever you are, they are going to be there because their love for you is very, very strong. And time, space, it's only for us. For a soul, it's all, it's parallel time in all directions. They're not dead, they are alive because their soul clearly lives on. And that is something you have to understand, Pile 2. Oh wow, they are standing right next to you. Now that is very specific. Right now, whenever you find it, your loved one is right next to you. How much more of a proof would you want that they are not dead and they are always around you? So just whatever you need to say to them right now, just say to them. Pause this video and just say it. They're almost giving you this opportunity to say all the things that you did not at the time of their passing. The things that you've had in your mind. I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have done this. Say it. Now is your opportunity. They're right with you. They're happy, I just get a very, very happy kind of a personality here coming forth. And they're also telling you that nothing is your fault. Nothing is your fault. Their passing is not your fault. Your not being there is not your fault. Nothing is your fault. Everything that was supposed to happen in this manner. Especially for somebody who was not there at the time of their passing. They're telling you they wanted it to be that way. They wanted it to be that way because they did not want you to feel that pain. Right? And especially, again, a very specific message. If somebody had to take a call of letting this person go, probably they were on life support and you had to decide whether to hold on or let them go. And you made that decision. Don't feel guilty about it. It was the right thing to do. Right? That is a message that is coming through as well. But don't feel guilty about anything. They do not want you to feel guilty. They want you to be happy. They are still with you. It's just that you cannot see them. And they are still learning, okay? They're still in the process of learning so much about the afterlife and also their next life. Right? And they'll wait for you is a sense that I'm getting here. Because their journey is a long one. Because in the afterlife, the journey is a long one. And they're going to be here. They're gonna see you grow. They're gonna see you get married, is what I'm getting for a couple of you. And they are gonna just be there for every happy moment of your life. And they're asking you for your forgiveness for not being there when it comes to these specific events in your life. They're very sorry about that, but they're still with you. I hope you can accept it, is something that they're trying to say. I'm going to pull out a couple of more. I always give you a good night kiss. Every day, they give you a good night kiss. That is how connected you are. Do you realize that? I feel like your bond with this individual was very, very strong in life. Like you were like their person. You were like their person, is the message that I'm getting here. So they always give you a good night kiss. You were very loved pile too. And they have absolutely no worries now. They're very happy. I told you, this person comes across as very happy, very positive. They have no worries because they are free, They're free now. And they still love you. They are still the same, even though they are a soul now. That's something that they are telling you. And one more. And although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. The way they passed away was meant to be a particular way because it was their time. All the lessons that they could have learned, everything that they could have experienced, all the love that they were supposed to receive as a soul, they received it. And that's it. That was their karma, We come on the human plane to experience karma. Their karma was just that much. They were done with it. And hence it was their time to go. And as their family, as their friends, we don't understand it. We just don't, because it's difficult to be the one that is left behind, no? But it's okay. Someday it'll make sense. Okay, that's it. They've become one of your guides, and their presence in your life is always going to be there. Yeah? I feel like they are going to be the one that will teach you how to lighten up, to have fun in life, just to live without care in the world. That's, I feel, their legacy in a way, and also what they are going to help you become. Yeah? You're very loved. I feel like you guys had a very strong bond. And bonds like these are not easily broken. Not even death can take away that bond. And they are still alive in your hearts, in your memories, and they are always going to be in your life, even though you may not be able to see them all the time. Pile 2. These are the messages that your past loved ones are leaving you with, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you're meant to receive from your past loved ones. Now, this might be a specific message, but I feel like this loved one who passed away, in a way, their passing was like a mystery. Like, probably this is like unresolved, or you hold unresolved emotions relating to their passing. But it's almost like, I feel like you're saying, I don't understand how this happened. How could this happen? That's the sense I get that you have when it comes to their passing. But whatever life they lived, that was their life, We've been given a life because we have to resolve our karmas. They resolved theirs, and it was time for them to go. That's what they're telling you. Don't wonder about it. Just accept that it was my time. And they just have no regrets about their passing or the way they left, They have no regrets. Because the moment they passed, they did not really feel any kind of pain, but it was almost like, they couldn't feel anything and they were out of their body. So don't really think too much about it, and don't look too much into it, is what they are telling you. They want you to take care of a mother figure in your life, okay? Now, of course, this can be your mom or this could be a grandmother, but they want you to take care of a mature female in your life. Yeah, but of course, for a couple of you, this could have been a grandmother, right? That is also possible. Now, it depends on what your circumstances, because we have multiple souls coming together, so it's difficult to understand. And they seek forgiveness from you. They're like, I'm sorry for the way I passed away. I'm sorry for the time at which I passed away, and I'm sorry I am not there to see you go through life, to see you go through happy memories, and also to see you go through your pain. I feel like pile 3, you experienced deep pain, or in the moments of when you're experiencing deep amount of pain, that you'll always find them with you. Even though you cannot see them, you cannot feel them, I almost get a feeling like they give you the biggest hug and sit with you there. That's the feeling I'm getting here. Especially in the moments where you feel like you're alone and you need somebody. And they almost get a feeling of being helpless, because they're like, I wish I would have been there to tell you that it's okay, I'm here, you're not alone. That's the feeling I'm getting. And they're very sorry for it, that they passed away before they could really see you guys through this beautiful life. Now, I feel like for a couple of you, this could have been a loved one who passed away by an accidental death, okay? Like it was sure accident, like not meant to be, but it happened. For a couple of you, this could also have been by drowning, okay, by water, like close to a water body, or by drowning. That is also possible. But I feel like this could have been an accidental death, not meant to happen, which is why, the message I was getting it, probably their passing is very mysterious. So, yeah. And they're telling you that you will be together again. And death does not mean permanent separation. Right now, they can see you. They can feel every emotion that you feel, but you are the one that is, on the other part of the veil. There is a thin line separating us. They can see it, we cannot. So, they're reminding you that you'll be together. Don't worry so much. I'm always going to be here to greet you whenever it's time. And yes, their death was painless. They did not feel any kind of pain. So if you're worrying about if they felt pain or if they were really sick or something, I feel like there's nothing for you to worry about. And don't feel guilty about anything, okay? Don't feel guilty. It was their time to go. It was their way to go. They went. And they are happy and at peace wherever they are. That's all you need to know. That they are at peace right now. Yes, you're never ever alone. Whenever you feel like you are alone, they're almost desperately trying to tell you that you're not. You are not. And they are almost like a guide for you, okay? Like sometimes if you feel like, you're trying to do something and you're redirected, almost in a sense like you get somebody in your mind telling you don't do that. It's them. Yeah? They are your guide in this lifetime. Yes, they absolutely are. They will always point you in the right direction and also redirect your steps if they feel like you're doing wrong. So especially in times of your relationship, okay, if you were taken away from a relationship that was not right for you, it was them. Again, a very specific message, because they are going to be protecting you all the time is a sense I get. They'll always help you make the right decision for yourself, is what is coming through. But also, they hold certain regrets about the way they lived. Probably their life was cut short. That is what I'm getting here. And there was a lot that they wanted to do, but they could not do. Now, for a couple of you, a message that I'm getting here, this person may have maintained a journal or a diary or something which held their thoughts and dreams. you know. If you can find that book, everything is written there. And I feel like for a couple of you have a book that they maintained. It was very special to them. There is a very, very specific reference to a book. Or can be a religious book, like can be a Bible, or maybe, other religious books. But otherwise, I get a strong sense of this being a journal of some kind. Yeah, journal. They're also telling you that remember, the earth is a school. And especially when you're experiencing deep kind of anguish, remember you're learning a lesson. Yeah? We are all here to learn lessons. They did and you will too. So don't take life very seriously is something that they're trying to tell you. Have fun. Make the most of your life. Do not be so serious is another message. They're telling you to meet people. They're asking you to make new friends. Okay, once again, a very specific message, but make new friends. You need more people in your life. That is one message that they're telling you. You need more people in your life. And they'll help you with it. So especially if you are willing to go out there and meet people, they'll help you do that. Because they clearly feel like you need help when it comes to meeting people. They don't want to see you alone. They do not want to see you alone. Yeah? See, they have a limitation that they cannot be with you physically. They want you to have friends. They want you to have family that will be there for you when you need them. So make new friends. There is no such thing as death. You're not separate. That is what they're telling you. You don't realize it now, They are seeing things differently now. There's no death. There's just a veil, between our world and theirs. It's very thin. We as human cannot see them. They can. It's almost like they're desperately trying to get to you, Very desperately. It's like, do you now see what I'm trying to tell you? That I'm always around you? Don't doubt that. Like very, very sincere desperation is what I'm seeing here. Right? And there is no time. There is no time where they are. Time is only on earth. So especially the sense I get here is, if things of a particular time have been delayed for you. Now this could be marriage, this could be the birth of a child or a significant event. And you're like, oh, I have not been able to meet this deadline. They're telling you there's no time. There's no time. Things will happen when they're supposed to happen with you. Which is why they told you the earth is a school. It's not just about you being ready. It's about the other person that you intend to get in your life being ready as well. Right? No such thing as time. Do not have that concept. That's what they're telling you. And they're asking you to make very, very proper choices for your life, okay? And don't settle. Don't settle is what they're telling you. If you feel like something is not right for you, say no. Say absolutely do not feel guilty about it. Just say no. And any choice you make sure it is a choice that you make out of your heart. There is no such thing as timing. That is what they're here to tell you. Yeah? They so wish they were here, They're so wishing that they were here. But they're better now. Yeah? Especially this could have been accidental deaths or deaths before time. But I feel like there's a lot of unresolved emotion around their passing. They're better now. Don't worry about them so much. They are always here to bless you. And in every beautiful thing that happens in your life, they will be continuing to bless you. Right? They'll see you through every phase of your life. Every phase. And especially the times when you're alone, when you cry to yourself, that is the time they're with you especially. They want you to never ever forget that. They love you greatly. They love you beyond words, almost like there's this kind of anxiety that I feel, when it comes to conveying the emotions. It's almost like they're like wanting me to convince you, do you know how much I love you? There's this desperation that I feel when it comes to this past loved ones. So please, please, pile 3, just tell me for my own sake that you understand that they are with you. Because they're desperately trying to come through this past loved ones. Yeah? And I feel like you get signs from them, Get signs. Especially around lights. Lights, like randomly lights going on and off. Or things just dropping. Or hearing sounds. They are there. Those are their sounds, okay? So realize it. And when you see that or when you experience that, it's just me trying to reach out to you and telling you that I love you and I'm still here. Overall, those are the messages that are coming through for you from your past loved ones. They love you and they're always going to love you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.